Welcome to Play or Pass. Thanks everyone on the panel. Thank you guys for joining us. If you guys not watched this show before, what we'll do is we review a movie that was chosen last week. And this week is Hustle. So I'm kicking it with my UNC hat. Gotta support the color. I see Beaches down there doing a little spinning of the basketball. And I mean, he is talented. It's been going for a while.
Yeah, but my vertical leap sucks.
Can you have a negative vertical leap?
Yeah, exactly.
So, hey guys, how are you all doing today?
Well,
good. I'm good.
Super great.
Having a ball.
Having a ball. We got Leon with the Winter Down Under, shortest day.
That's right. We just had our summer equinox, and he has his winter equinox.
Yeah.
I went outside and went swimming today. So
Whoa.
Got to enjoy a little bit of that. Yeah, I went out there and working on my tan. So yeah, I've got a nice starting at base, laying in the pool. So it's enjoyable. So we'll say hey to people over on the side chat. We normally do that for the people watching us live. It's always great to have them to hang with us. Bob and Eddie. So Heel, what's up, bud, from Portugal? Honeybee's hanging with us. Daldum's hanging with us again. Leon. Yeah, when let's see, Patty B. Okay, all right. Nice to see everyone. And some others will roll in here. And if you've never watched our show before, again, we review a particular movie that was chosen last week. And this week is Hustle. So if you've not watched it, spoiler alert, we're going to talk about it. So, just prepare yourself. And before we get started, let's go ahead and discuss next week's Poppies Awards, because we're going to have our Poppy Awards, which is for Player Pass Awards. And this, we'll say, I think that the Poppy Awards carry a little more clout than the Oscars. I think. I think we're not political. We're not trying to just be politically correct on some of the nominees and who wins it. We're going to tell you what we like, and so I think that really. This is the award show you need to watch, and it's going to be next week. And so I'm going to share the ballot because our man Alban has created a ballot. Oh, hold on a second. I closed it. No, I didn't. Hold on a second. Oh, it's my Chrome being there. It is. Okay. So Alban's made this. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
So Alban has made this easy for everybody. We have all the movies that we had for this particular season. And again, we only do it for the movies on this season, not prior seasons. And he has went and made this easy with Adobe. He has made it to where it has like little drop downs, and you choose each of the categories. And we have best movie, worst movies. I recommend, which that would be a movie that you would definitely want to recommend to others to watch.
And also, Todd, just to show them that there's tooltips for each of the fields, so if they just keep the mouse on it, it'll pop up what it is for them to do.
Yep.
Like I recommend.
Yes. Wait a second. So it says choose a movie that you would recommend to someone, and scroll down the list. Favorite genre. And again, he has that for what type of movies for your favorite genre. So we have favorite genre, action, adventure movies. And again, the best action movie, the best adventure movie, biography, comedy, video or comic book. So that would be like from a video game or comic book, because we watched quite a few of those. A movie that you feel like that will hold up in 5 years, best soundtrack, best sequel, because we watched some that were sequels. Tearjerker, again, that's another category you don't find in too many places except for our show, and that is a tearjerker, one of the movies that made you cry. And Auburn put in here, and you'll have to fill in actually manually, the best actor, best actress, best hero, best villain. And what was this? Can we watch? What do you got on that, bud?
Put the mouse over.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Please let us know a movie that you may have seen that you would like us to watch. This is up to you. Any genre you want. Okay, thank you. Hey, you just told me that I can. It'll give me a little a tips, and I'm still stupid about it. Next category is the movie that was too long for you. Cinematography. The biggest letdown. The movie, this one says, please choose your selection for the biggest letdown movie. A shame that I watched it this season, or for this season. So again, there's a lot of hype for certain movies, and then you're kind of like just let down. The biggest sleeper. Yes, the biggest sleeper. So that would be a movie that did not get a lot of buzz and a lot of talking about, but when we saw it, you were like, "Oh my gosh, that was a great movie." Candy Crush. Now, this is people have asked this question, and what we have in here for the tips. Please choose your selection for the Candy Crush movies. Had more interest in beating your high score than watching the movie. So that is what the Candy Crush thing is. Don't Blink. So we have the Don't Blink, and that is choose from this selection for the Don't Blink movie. Movies that kept my interest so much I didn't want to miss anything. So you got that. And then the last one, the best fight scene. So this is a PDF file. You can just drop down and enter it. We will say there's a couple things. You need to have the full version of Adobe, which not many people do. So there is a website that I actually got this application called Foxit. Oops.
No, if you scroll down, there's a link.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
But that link takes you to the one that you have to fill in all the information for. It'd be easier to go to 99.
So,
Yeah,
so you can. There's two options we're going to give you, or two, for you to fill this out. Because what happens is you'll fill this out, and Adobe Reader can't save it. So if you get the Foxit. It's an application you can get, and you can have a 2-week trial. If you get it from their website, it's a 2-week trial. You can fill it out and go that route. Or you can go to a website called Ninite. It's Ninite. And you can actually download the full version of Foxit, and then you'll have it. And you can save it. Once you fill in the blanks up here in the top corner, save, and you will then submit that in the Telegram group, right?
Yep.
And once you do that, then Aubin will tally all of the votes. Aubin, when do you want to make sure you're going to ask everyone to have it in? What's the date?
By I put it in the.
Did you?
Thing. Yes, I did. I'm thorough.
I didn't read it.
You do no homework at all, do you? Your teachers must have hated you.
Have all ballots in by June 28th. I see it on the.
Have them in by the 28th. Yeah.
So you got to have it on
the
Tuesday.
29th.
So you got till Tuesday to fill out the form and get it in. And again, we're trying to make it as easy as possible for you to be able to vote on what your opinion is on some of these movies. And that's, because there's nobody asking you guys to vote on the what movie is going to be to win the Oscar, but we're asking you to vote. So this is a way to get your voice heard on some really crazy categories. And I think we're going to have fun with it. We'll have a great show next week and talk about all the movies, because we watch so many great movies that is going to be, it's going to be hard to pick the best ones because they were all so great.
Yeah.
We watch far more crap ones than great ones.
That's true. So, all right. So let's get going. Let's get going on today's show so that we'll be able to cover this stuff. Let's see. Oh, hold on a second. Let me open up my Vivaldi. Chrome makes me I can't have the tab minimized. Okay, so today's movie is Hustle, which is the Adam Sandler movie, and so it's a basketball movie, and it's on Netflix. So hopefully you guys have watched it. So Hustle. So what did you guys think? Adam Sandler and a ton of NBA stars
A
were in this
lot,
movie.
yeah.
I didn't notice any NBA stars.
What?
I didn't recognize any of them. Not a single one. Well,
You
Dr.
didn't- do
J, I knew, but
Dr. J,
The credits at the
you had
end of the
Seth was
movie?
in
Yeah.
there.
I don't watch basketball.
Neither do I,
Uh,
but I even knew that they were basketball players.
Yeah, because you had Kyle Lowry,
No.
Tabias, let's say Tabias Harris, because he's in the 76ers.
Yeah,
Um,
they all played themselves.
Doc Rivers,
You know.
yeah, Doc
Yeah.
Rivers, Seth Curry,
Again,
Dirk,
don't know any of them. Could care less
yeah,
about
Trey
any of them.
Young, Mark Jackson, another things. So you had lots of basketball stars. Okay, so you don't pay attention to the basketball. Okay, so
No.
all right.
I mean, one thing I will say, in the first 4 minutes and 35 seconds of this movie, I have never seen so much product placement in my
There was-
life.
There was a
You
bunch.
saw fucking McDonald's, KFC,
Yes.
Wendy's, Kentucky Fried Chicken, Pizza Hut. I mean, in the first fucking 4.5 minutes, it was an advertisement for nothing but fucking fast food.
Yep.
Yes,
I
yeah.
couldn't
I
believe it.
didn't even notice that. Yeah, but you're right. It did.
Mhm. I thought it was funny with the, with that one player that how old is your son? He's 10.
10,
Yeah.
yeah. Boban. I love
Yeah.
he does
22.
those goldfish commercials.
Yeah.
Hold on there. But yeah, I'm 22. My son is
22.
10. Oh,
Hilarious.
jeez. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have as many. They don't have a ton of pictures on this one.
No.
And I'm looking at something, looking for that. You would have thought they would have stuck that in there, but I don't see it in here. So
Yeah.
All right.
It was produced by LeBron James, eh?
Oh, our XYZ porn guys here.
Oh, ready?
All right. I
Yeah.
got him. I appreciate him tuning in.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Got it. Done. I enjoyed it. I wasn't sure if I was going to like it. But I enjoyed the movie. I thought that it played a good storyline with Adam Sandler being that guy that's out on the roads trying to
Mhm.
find. I don't want to he's not recruiting. He's looking for talent.
He's
Yeah.
a scout.
Scout.
Yep.
He was
Yeah,
a
scouting and just and he's looking for help or looking for the big star to try to get his big break, and he's being held down, and
Mhm.
I enjoyed it. I thought that it was funny enough. Now it's not going to be it wasn't
Yeah.
you weren't rolling laughing, but it had enough funny, witty comments
Mhm.
that I enjoyed it, and
One-liners.
I enjoy the competition of basketball, and I mean I don't watch a lot of NBA, but I watch it enough that I recognized people, and I liked how they used, they had Doc Rivers and so they had different coaches that were in it.
Mhm.
I just enjoyed it. I thought it was a good sports story. It's a guy trying to make it and support his family.
Yesterday morning, I watched it for the second time yesterday morning, and like you said, like he's a scout for the NBA, and it reminded me of the movie from 1994 called The Scout, where Albert Brooks and Brendan Fraser, and he's a baseball scout, and he's traveling all through Mexico looking for the bets, the next big thing, Kong, and this movie kind of reminded me that, and I thought the character's name here, Bo Cruz, was kind of to Sandler's toughest, longest yard when he played Paul Cruz.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it reminded me a lot of Blue Chips. You guys remember that movie? The one with about
Blue Chips. Yep.
Yeah, with Shaquille O'Neal.
Never watched
Yep.
it.
Reminded me of that movie a lot, and that's one of the reasons why I really liked it, because I loved that movie. And this was just right along those lines of, okay, you got someone who's really good, and and what it takes to get them to achieve what they're supposed to achieve, and how how many obstacles they have to try to bypass.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing that Adam Sandler is such a big basketball fan, he must have had a blast doing this with all these players. He had to have had a ball.
Yeah, I
I
think
thought
so.
I thought this was like perfect for him.
And this is the guy that was 22 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah.
22.
Well, I like that later on in the movie when they're having
Yeah.
a little combine and he's in there playing
Yeah.
and they're talking about it and he goes, "Yeah, the Dallas Mavericks they think he's 19."
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah.
I
I
thought it was really neat that all of these NBA players got together for this. That means a lot.
Yeah, they needed a little extra money.
Yeah, I
Well,
know, right?
Well, and the other thing,
Hopefully, it went to a charity.
and I also think that they also some of these guys when they're doing the street ball,
Mhm.
they got
Mhm.
these aren't NBA players that they got that were some of these that were doing the street ball. I think these
Right.
are guys that play
That
and
plays street ball.
hustling
Yeah.
and have
Mhm.
a following. Because if you
Was it-
looked at the
Mhm.
credits, they were,
Mhm.
they had certain names, so they're known. And I'm thinking, are they Harlem
What was
Globetrotters?
that
Because some
guy?
of them are
No,
doing
what
Yeah.
was that other guy? That one kid, the professor, they call him. He's always in the N1. You ever watch N1?
No.
Mm-mm.
No. Oh, you guys gotta watch that. I'm surprised you haven't watched it.
Is it a basketball movie?
Yeah, no, not a
TV
movie.
show.
It's a show.
like
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a
thing.
show,
Yeah,
I
what
should
was
say
it?
a sporting event.
Yeah,
An
They're
event.
they're
yeah,
like NBA. They're guys that didn't make it to the NBA, so
yeah.
it's
But they
um,
should.
yeah,
Yeah.
They can
and
play.
so they a little
No
bit
interest.
flashier.
Yeah.
No interest.
Yeah, but the other thing about with that is that N1 isn't it less players on the court? I thought it was like 3-on-3 or
Yeah, a
it
lot of times
seems like
it's less players and but it's incredible watching them.
Mhm.
Well, I watched this movie about maybe a good 3 weeks ago because I
Yep.
was talking with two of my special friends, and they got on my case and said, "You got to watch this movie." So I said, "Okay." I'm not a basketball fan, so I watched the movie, and I got into the story when he's out there scouting, and all of a sudden he sees like a diamond in the rough,
yeah,
and then he goes like his gut feeling says, "This is my man," and he puts that like heart and soul into it.
Yep.
The best he could. He did what he has to do, but it paid off for him in the end. And it was so good that even this afternoon I had to rewatch it again. That's how good I like it.
And which one was this? This movie, or you
Yeah.
said?
Yeah,
Yeah, this one.
Awesome.
I thought
Awesome.
you said. Okay, I thought it was another movie you were talking about.
yeah.
No,
But
no,
you
no,
know what
no.
I thought? I did find it kind of funny, and I kind of Blue and I because we watched it together, and she actually enjoyed it too. And we giggled when Queen Latifah tells
Yeah.
him, "Well, if you don't like your job, quit.
Mhm.
Just tell him to f off, and you just quit your job. Tell him to screw it, And she's just all like that. And then he goes and
He
gets
does
this
it.
kid that he thinks is great, and then
Yeah.
tells his boss when his boss basically rubs his
Mhm.
nose in it and basically says you're worthless. And he says, "You know what? F it. I'm gone. I'm done. I'm gone." And then
Mm.
she goes, "Well, I didn't think you'd actually do it." And he just goes, "Now I'm stressed out," and he's
Mhm.
spending money on crazy. And I'm thinking, yeah, that would create some problems at home. It's just
Yeah.
so I don't know. I thought that Adam Sandler wasn't being super goofy. He
No.
was. He had his funny one-liners that he's given
Mhm.
in the
Yeah.
sarcasm, I should say that
Get off
Adam
the
Sandler
porn.
would give.
Get off the porn.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. He was funny enough, but it wasn't. It didn't feel like too much. So I mean, I enjoyed it. Now I wouldn't. This wouldn't be like a binge watching, like that I'd be something to watch all the time. But I thought it was good enough hold
No,
my
but
interest.
the storyline was very good. I liked
Mhm.
the storyline.
Yeah.
You know, the storyline, it got me, I think, within the first 15 minutes, he already had the hook, you know.
Yeah.
I thought they used too many plot hammers
Mhm.
towards the end of it. I mean, first he screws up in the draft, then he screws up in the combine.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they get into his psyche, and it's all in his head. So
Yeah.
Adam Sandler spends 8 weeks telling him that he sodomized his mom to get him over that,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
and then they get to the combine, and the only thing they didn't prep him for was his daughter. And oh my goodness, they brought his daughter to screw up the combine too.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's not over yet. He gets yet another chance.
Yeah.
It's just contrived and bullshit to me. I didn't
Yeah.
like it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't recommend this movie as a sports movie. I think it's more of, you know, gut feeling. How when you get that gut feeling, you say, "Well, I found the diamond in the rough, and I have to go to the max to do it." The storyline, I loved it. I think it could have been based on a true story.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't know.
Patty D says, I thought Queen Latifah played her part well. And I thought,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I thought Queen Latifah did good. Didn't
I think
seem to me, yeah, she didn't seem too much. I mean, she was a pretty supportive wife, if you ask me, when he was
Yeah.
spending that money
All that
in the
money.
hotel and in the
Right.
food. And it got to the point, it cracked me up. I did like the point where she's like, well, if we're going to be supporting him, here's all his week's lunches. You know, got them all in little packages.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
this is what he's going to eat because we can't afford room service.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
him
but
eating one bite out of everyone.
yeah, but when he said you got a $40 steak here, you took a
Yeah.
bite out
He
of it.
took
So
it.
there's $39 left. So he takes a steak when he walks out the door, and he's
Yeah.
Yeah.
jumping.
Yeah.
And
Mm-hmm.
You never saw him do anything with that steak. They should have played a little bit on that. He
Yeah.
took
The
steak
wife
and did
made
something with it.
steak sandwiches out of it.
Yeah, you just saw him
Yeah.
take it out and because it
Yeah,
was a big
but-
old ribeye. It was a bone-in ribeye.
Yeah.
but when he was running up the hill, he still had the steak in his hand.
The steak,
was
yeah,
eating
he
it.
was eating
Oh.
a steak in
the
the car.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah,
in
he
the
was
car.
eating a steak in the car when he was running up the hill.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
I missed
must have
that
been
too.
checking my phone.
Yeah.
I must have been checking my phone.
Oh boy.
There was some important information coming across. So.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dalton. Yep. You guys caught that. I didn't. I missed it. I missed that one. So he was eating in the car. So
That's why you got to watch it twice.
yeah. I actually thought about
Somebody's
trying
gonna have to
watch
pay
it,
me.
but I didn't have
No.
time today.
Rough.
I had to make sure to
rough,
get out
man.
in the pool
And
because I think today was actually about 90 degrees today.
And as far as
oh,
Queen Latifah as an actress, I think she's a great rapper.
yeah.
Tell us how you feel, Raj.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
So what about you, Beach? I haven't heard a whole lot from you, bud.
What? I mean,
Uh-oh.
no. I told Roger I actually liked it. Good story. There were some funny parts in it, you know,
Mhm.
and it was a good story. I recognized more basketball players than Roger did. I'm not a huge. I don't watch the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the last game between the Celtics and the Warriors. I'll watch March Madness. You know, every day it's on.
Mhm.
I prefer college, but no, this had like I said, it's not necessarily sports. You don't have to be just an NBA fan. Anybody who likes a good movie with a decent story would enjoy this movie. So yeah,
Yeah.
there
It
were
was
some
funny
funny
'cause-
parts in it. Yeah, a
Yep.
bit about the porn and freaking
Yeah.
age
Yeah,
difference
nobody
of the
watches
kids.
porn.
Yeah, he says that nobody watches doesn't know the internet, you know. So
Yeah,
yeah,
because that was funny when Queen Latifah says, "Porn? We're not paying for porn." Doesn't he know he can get that for free?
Free?
yeah. So yeah, no, it was good. It was a good story. It's been one of the better Netflix movies I've seen because, in my opinion, most Netflix movies suck.
Yep.
Well,
This-
there goes
this
one
one-
for you.
This one didn't suck, but I don't think it was a great movie, but it wasn't a bad movie. It was just an okay movie for me.
Okay.
All right. I'm looking through here. Patty says good, a good movie. She enjoyed it. So, and I can say, when Blue's watching it with me, and I'm spotting like Kenny Smith. I'm like, oh, played for UNC, and he was an NBA player for a while. And so I couldn't spot everybody, but there was a good 10 that I spotted. I'm like, oh, he's so and so. Yeah, he's
Well,
so and so.
I think they did a good job with the credits to really,
Yeah.
show everyone who
Yeah,
played
yeah.
themselves. And that's how I knew there was a lot of them, because I don't watch much basketball at all. But I liked it. I thought it was because I like Adam Sandler. I have a thing for him. I like him a lot.
Jim did have a point, and that was the thing that Blue and I both noticed that
Mhm.
that he ended up not going to the
Yeah.
76ers.
Yeah. I
You
know.
And so it was very ironic how
Yeah.
he ended up not. And then Adam Sandler's like basically coaching his team on what they need to do
to keep them in
know,
check.
Mhm.
to
Yeah.
play against Bo. They're like, all right, this is what you need to know, and
Yeah.
so yeah, I thought it was a good twist. What he ended up with the Celtics. That the Celtics
Yep.
he ended up on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that he didn't get to stay there with him. You know what I mean? After
Yeah.
all he put out for him, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Unless
but I mean,
he made some type of commission for
he had to have. That's
getting
what I
him
was thinking.
in the league, because
You gotta,
otherwise he would have forced
had
him
to have had a commission on
play
that. Be
for
like,
him.
hey, 20% of your
Mhm.
contract, something.
Yep. Yeah, he had to have.
You know what was
Well,
funny?
it's-
I got done watching this.
But
I
you know,
watched
I don't know too much about basketball, but the combine games is that a special? Does that really exist
Yep.
Yeah.
Every year.
every
Yeah.
year?
And I mean, they
Just
have
like
combines
this,
for football and basketball. They have it for
Oh,
all
okay.
sports. It's kind of like your. It's not, I don't want to say a tryout. It's where the teams get to watch you doing some practicing and then doing some worthless, sometimes meaningless
Exercise.
tasks. Because like the NFL, they have them doing all kinds of crazy shit that they
Yeah.
would never do.
And
But
all that anyone ever looks at on the NFL is what did they do the 40 in?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
Yeah.
and you talking even the linemen, they have them running the 40, and it's like,
yeah.
most of the time the linemen are never running. You
Right.
don't need to worry about a lineman running. You want him doing his job. But the only thing I thought was interesting in this when they were doing that that vertical leap,
Yeah.
that jumping
Yeah.
up and it's
Okay.
so I
And he did it in flip flops.
Mhm.
yeah.
Now, what cracked me up was when he took him and had him run up that hill. When he goes, you got to be able to run up that hill, in a minute 45 seconds. Back when I played football, we ran called the power line, which was a giant freaking hill that's what you ran. That was part of conditioning. You had to run up that freaking hill. And oh God, that was freaking torture.
Hey, Patty asked this question: why do they measure players? And that was on their wingspan.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, but he measured their hands too, eh?
He's getting kind of even a little bit vulgar. He's getting mad. He's getting, he's throwing some cuss words in again. But so the question from Patty says, why do they measure players for their wingspan? Because of your defense that you're able to run.
Which
do it. So
which defense in the NBA?
yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah. Most teams don't run much defense. Some do. Some are more defense oriented, but yeah, that's not really a thing. But they'll do it to checking, your wingspan, and how long. And so that is an important one. The vertical is real important. But it's just kind of a showcase. And now ESPN and all these other channels just use these times to talk and to show you clips. To me, that's what it's become now. The combine is just another. I don't want to say advertising, but it's a a way to get you to, oh, what's happening with this basketball player? Just because they can run a certain doesn't mean they can play or shoot. I mean, it's pretty important to be able to make a basket. So,
Mhm.
that's all right. We'll go ahead and do the player passers. Alvin, you
Yeah,
got
but
anything else to say? I didn't.
no, I don't have nothing else. But I just want to make
Yep.
sure everyone votes in the Telegram room.
Oh
If
yeah,
everyone
yeah.
didn't vote,
Let me
and
make sure to
Beach
do my voting.
and
Yeah,
you.
I'm sorry. I was busy trying to figure out how to get the damn other thing vote working.
Oh, okay.
Then I forgot to vote
All
in
right.
this one.
All right. So I got my vote. So let's go ahead. We're gonna vote, and then we'll cover the ballots for next week again. We'll cover that again, and
Mhm.
then we'll talk about the movies and TV items that have popped up this week. So, you guys on the side chat, most of you guys are all veterans of this show, so play means that you would recommend this to somebody else. Pass means you would not recommend this to somebody else. So you guys go on the side chat, play or pass for this, and we'll run through the panel. All right, Eddie, you're first. Play or pass or hustle.
Gonna be a play for me.
All right, gonna be a play. Roger, what do you think? Or no, I'll go beach. Beach. Play
Give
or
it a
pass?
play.
Give it a play. All right, Roger, play or pass?
Believe it or not, it's a soft play for me.
Soft play. All right, all right.
It was an okay movie.
Got him.
He's back.
Oh Jesus,
Yep, I
this
got
guy's
him.
persistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting upset. He's getting upset.
Make it HD, keep it up, and I'm going to go topless, and I'll drive everybody out of the room, and that way you'll be nobody to post to. So I'm warning
we could
you.
do that. Yeah, we could do that.
I don't understand how we can't just block him from ever coming back.
I do. He's blocked, but
And
he's either changing his name and something because he's probably logging in as a name, and you can choose your display name. So the email's most likely different, but he'll just copy and paste his username to that. So, Alvin, play or pass? It's a play for you. Okay, now run through the people over here. Patty play, Jim, big play, Dalton play, Octavia. Hey, my dear, she's not going to vote because she did not watch it this week, and I'm going to give it a play. I enjoyed it. I thought it was worth watching. Nothing that bad, and it's funny because I watched Hustle, and I almost went and watched Uncut Gems, and Blue comes by and goes,
she stopped you?
No, we're not watching. She goes, don't you remember that movie? It was horrible. I'm like,
gosh.
yeah. And she goes, and the direction was horrible, and the audio and the music. I'm like, yeah, but Adam Sandler to me was, I enjoyed him in that movie because he played such a jerk.
Right.
I mean, he was such a jerk in that movie, and I hated him. And he made me. I remember that movie made me so nervous.
Yeah.
Remember, because he kept gambling, and you're like, no, he'd win, and then he's like, I'm putting it all out there. So I think I'm gonna watch it. And she said, I can only watch it when she's not here. She says, I'm not watching that movie again. And it was bad. There was a lot of stuff bad in that movie, and I remember the music in it was the worst. Because remember, they put the music in
loud.
and it was loud and it was weird. The music didn't mesh with the movie.
Right.
It was like the guy that was doing the music edits wasn't paying attention to the movie. He just just stuck it in there.
An editor can completely screw up a movie.
Oh yeah. But it was. But the Adam Sandler in it it's a completely different role from anything you've seen him play. So I might go back because this movie made me think of something a little different.
There was something else that he's done that was off from what he would normally do. You want to look him up there?
Punch Drunk Love, was that it? Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah, that was good.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore is still my favorite.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Uncut Gems.
Coming up. Murder Mystery 2.
Pixel.
Mm.
Blended wasn't that bad. We actually watched that when that was a while
Mhm.
back. Grown Ups, Funny People. Yeah. I mean, most of his stuff is Deuce Bigelow. I mean, Longest Yard. I mean, most of it's all comedy, but
Yeah.
he has played a few movies where it's a different type of
Rain
role.
Over Me. That was good. I
Oh,
like that one. Rain Over Me.
I don't remember that one.
No? Who
It
was in
does.
that with
Oh,
him?
yeah, Don Cheadle's in it.
Yeah, Don Cheadle. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Okay, so we've got that. So basically, it's given us. Most people gave it a play. There is, but we can't give it a.
I don't see any
It's not
passes.
a landslide,
Yeah.
but
It is a
Well,
landslide because I
it
don't
is a
see any passes.
landslide.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not one pass in
Not one
Telegram.
pass. Nope.
Everyone gave it a
Oh.
play.
Yeah, but 14 plays.
Okay, awesome. So let me share this screen, and this is Night, and this was what we talked about. If you want to get the Foxit reader, you can click it and actually download the full version of it. And so this can be a way without you having a time limit that's on it. If you get it through the Foxit website, you'll have like a 14-day free trial. But if you don't want to go that right, you can go Night and get it from there, and then you'll have the full version of it, and then you'll be able to fill out your ballot
any
for
of the
next week.
apps that you would want.
Yeah, because you got to be able to save it, because that's the downside with the readers and stuff. It'll tell you can't save it. So if you can't save it, it's not going to do you any good. Because
so always make sure that you before you send the file to Telegram back to the Player Pass group, just make sure you open up the file and make sure that it saved all your changes.
Yep.
Okay. Before you send it back.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So massive thanks to Alban for filling that out, or creating this whole template, and that's that. So giving us our chance to do our next week will be our poppies. You must have your ballot in on Tuesday. Now, we're not gonna hold back mail-in ballots. So we're gonna let these go through. You were gonna check the postmark on it. And, we may decide that some areas we may not count some area votes, because we're going to feel like there's some ballot stuff, some ballot stuffing and stuff. So we'll see what the lawyers say. I'm going to see where the votes go and then decide.
You can't deliver it in person?
Yeah, deliver it in person. Alban says he'll be happy to meet you down there in New York.
Yeah.
So yeah, Patty, just make sure to save it. Yeah, that's how you save. Yeah, because if you're using just the reader, which I have Acrobat Reader, or most people do, Adobe Reader, it'll say you can't save it. But if you have the full version of Adobe, you can save it. But not many of us have that because it's pretty expensive.
Or cheap.
Pretty expensive. So we're giving you the option for this Night. You can get some stuff, and maybe it's going to be on Side of the Week. Maybe we'll talk about that Night one day.
We'll talk about it.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, in case if you guys don't know, we have a Side of the Week. So we saved them all, because I don't know if anyone in here doesn't come to our Streaming Matters show on Friday
I think
night.
most of the people over there.
I think most of the people are there. But if you don't know, you see that I post Sites of the Week, and in there, in the Player Pass room, they're sitting there, and you can even search for them, Sites of the Week.
And I know Naked HD always shows up on Fridays.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So
he's loyal.
Yeah,
he is. He is super loyal. And hey, you guys help me keep an eye, because I'm gonna have this other Vivaldi open, so I'm not gonna see it. So we'll go ahead and talk about. We're gonna talk about TV shows and movies that are out that aren't part of the show, recommendations, so that we can see where this goes. So, you guys, let's throw it out there. Some TV shows and movies.
You guys want to go first, because I got a bunch of stuff.
Doctor Strange dropped last night.
Yep.
Yes, movie Doctor Strange, the
Umbrella
multiverse.
Factory.
Just last night dropped on the internet. So if most of our followers are able to get that, so that is available up, and it even has a 4K. It's probably not a true 4K. It's like a 30 or 20 gigger, but looks good. and it's a little bit wasn't what I was expecting.
Me either.
But we'll just leave it at that because we may cover this movie
Yeah,
down the road.
Yeah, maybe
I
even
did.
next week. After.
Well, it'll be the following
So,
week.
yeah, it'll be the following week.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna need to,
Yep.
put something out.
I-
Maybe what we should do is just
Mhm.
call this the movie of the week if everyone wants to watch it, and
Well, it's gonna be. It's
but we
a.
won't have any time
Yeah,
after
I'm fine.
after that
I'm
show
fine with calling it for the
next
following
week or
week.
the
If we go
following
ahead and
week.
call it
Following
now.
week.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm because I mean we're all gonna want to. Everyone's gonna watch this. Be it you like it or not, you're gonna watch it.
Doctor
But-
Strange.
Most of it,
Okay.
I know I've watched it. Roger's watched it. You've watched it.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch it yet, but
Yeah.
I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So
Yeah, but
all
you're a
right, so-
Marvel fan, Aubin. You will watch it. Right.
I'm I'm a Marvel fan, but I'm just upset with these movies.
Well, this
but
one
I
isn't going
will
to
watch
change
it.
that.
I know.
No, it won't. Got lots of shit to piss you off. Okay, so that's going to be not next week, the following week. So Doctor Strange is in 2 weeks. I did watch this Spiderhead movie, and I want to say, is this Netflix too? Yeah. So back to Netflix can't make a good movie. So I watched this, and me and Blue watched this together, and
What did they give it? 4 stars?
I don't know. It didn't deserve no 4. 4 out of how many? 5?
No,
Is this
4 out of
4?
10?
100.
I don't know. I don't know what it got. On
I
the
don't
bottom there, you can click on the IMDb. You see the official site under there? Yeah, it has
Oh,
IMDb.
here. Okay.
You,
let me
use
look
just
at the
use your center
IMDb.
button to click on it.
5.4.
5.4.
Okay, I would have gave it about a. Yeah, I gave it about a 5 to 4.5, 4.5 to a
Mhm.
5. It's storyline. It's an interesting storyline. I think they could have done better with it. I think that Chris Helmsworth being in it. I think that they, using his face and his name.
But I like
people
Miles
watch it.
Teller.
I do too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
After the offer, I'm
Oh,
a big
yeah.
fan of his.
Yeah.
After Whiplash.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whiplash.
the movie's missing something for me. But
Okay.
I didn't hate that I watched it, but I'm just thinking it could have been better if some things would have been a little bit different in it. But if you got a little time, I'd say you can watch it. It's not horrible.
Okay. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Patty, you're asking about the 9-night. With 9-night, you can select a bunch of different programs that if you wanted to have those programs, you can click on those different programs, and it's gonna download all those programs for you.
Yeah.
And it's gonna give you one file that you download, and then it's gonna install all the programs that you pick.
Show him which one she needs to pick, Todd.
Yeah, it's the
Right here.
Documents.
on the
File.
left side.
Document.
Right here.
And then that will give you an exe file that you download, and then you execute the exe file, and it'll install the Foxit for you.
Foxit.
Yep. And it is a
Yeah.
big file, so keep in mind. To install it on my computer was about
5 minutes.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
Four
I mean,
Yeah. Yeah.
4 or 5 minutes. It takes a long time to install it. It's not a small file, so just keep that in mind. So you're not thinking something's broke. No, it's kind of a big file, and so it did take a little while. But you can, like Roger's saying, you can go through and click items, and then click the get it. And what it does is it downloads as one file and then installs each of them. So, so that's how this site works.
9-night is the first site I go to when I do a fresh install of an operating system.
Yep. Or get a new computer. That's
Yeah.
to me, it's just easy. You just go there because I'm going to install pretty much a lot of stuff on there. And
Yeah.
just
You're
click
gonna
on it
install-
all one place and just boom, boom, and it puts it all in one exe.
Does it do all the updates automatically?
No.
No, when you go back to 9-night, it will update for you when you go to get in 9-night. It will say, "Oh, it has to update these programs."
9-night.
9-night.
All right. Yeah, that's a weird name. Okay, so that was the movie that I watched and gave my opinion on. Anything
Okay.
else you guys
Yeah.
watched?
Anyone else want to go before I go? Or?
Finished The Offer this week, which was
great. I got 2
Great.
more episodes left on that to watch.
Yeah.
What did you think about the last episode?
It seemed rushed, like they were trying to just finish.
Hurry and finish the story.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Hurry up.
yeah.
Let's get it over with.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, the last episode was the worst episode of the whole
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It was like a filler. It was like a filler. That's all it was.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Fair
I
enough.
enjoyed episodes 1 through 9. Enjoyed the
Yeah.
hell
Oh, yeah.
out of them.
Okay.
And the kid that played the kid with the beard, I can't.
Yeah.
Dan
What's his
Fogler.
Yeah.
Puzo.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
He's a good character actor.
I mean, no, he was in. I mean, go back. I remember him in Balls of Fury, where he played. What was it, Randy Daytona or whatever?
Yeah.
With Ping Pong with Christopher Walken.
Yep.
And then, like I said, he plays Jacob in the Fantastic Beasts series, the movies there. Oh, he's back for a third time.
He's back.
And Juno Temple is just
Guess
so
who's back.
cute.
Yeah,
Back
she's back.
again. Guess who's back? But tell a friend. Got it.
Leon's watching.
Lincoln Lawyer.
Lincoln Lawyer.
Lincoln Lawyer.
I didn't start that one. Did you watch that one
Yep.
yet? How do you like it?
I
I
like
think that they just renewed that for a second season. I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it was good. Blue and I watched that, and we binged it in like 2 days.
Okay.
We watched all of them, and then she went back and had to watch the one with Matthew McConaughey.
Okay.
We
Wait, you
had to
said
go back.
she watched it. You're gonna tell me you didn't watch Matthew?
Oh, I watched it, but she
okay.
chose. It was her choice because we
Yeah,
bounced
sure
back
it
and
was.
forth whose choice.
Sure, it was.
I said we have to watch the Matthew McConaughey in bed.
On your TV.
Wait a minute. She's the one. She doesn't have the fantasy about Matthew. You
No.
do.
Yeah, you
That
do.
makes
Yeah, I
it
know.
really weird.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to watch it in the bedroom. You know? I thought he
All
was
right.
talking.
All right.
I thought he was talking to me. All right. Yeah, that's my man
Okay.
crush. Yeah, he's. I enjoy him. So
I do too.
Okay.
let's see.
Any comments on Dark Winds?
I like it.
I only watched the first episode so
Yeah,
far,
it's
but it
two.
was good.
There's
Yeah,
two.
it's 2 out
Yeah.
there.
I'm hoping it's gonna hold out. I'm
Oh yeah.
sometimes we're enjoying it, but it, I don't know. I'm holding my breath.
That's
Let's-
another one that I think that they. I'm gonna get to it anyhow.
What about Reservation Dogs? When's the second season coming?
Yeah.
Not for a while.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I did try this For All Mankind.
Did you start at the beginning?
Yeah, and
You didn't like it.
We got. I think we're 3 episodes in, and to be honest, I don't know. I mean, it's just. I don't know. I need more stuff to happen, and I don't know. Maybe
Well,
it's going
it
to
does.
happen.
It does.
But it's like, come on, let's get going. I mean, it's just we are enjoying the Star Trek, the new one.
Oh, good. Me too.
Enjoying
I
that.
really
but,
enjoy it.
Enjoying it. It's good. I like it because it's different.
Yeah.
Got all kinds. And The Man Who Fell to
And I
Earth.
like
We
the
talked about that
story.
last week.
Yeah, Men Fell to Earth is just so good. I really like it. I
Yeah,
really like
yeah.
that.
But, I mean,
Uh.
that made me chuckle how you're talking about the Star Trek because you were talking about Picard
Yeah.
and how bad that was in acting. So when I was watching freaking Doctor Strange,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and then a certain actor showed up, and
Yeah.
that was the first thing that popped in my head was, I wonder what Todd thought when he saw this.
I thought the same thing about him in Doctor Strange as I think about him in Picard. He's too old to fucking act anymore.
Well, you know what I
Wow.
said to Blue when he came out. I looked at her. I said, I hope he doesn't have many lines.
He
Oh,
didn't.
God.
Yeah.
He didn't.
Oh,
That's what I
man.
said. I said, we don't have
You
many
guys
lines.
ain't giving this guy a break. he's a
He's a
classic.
knight.
Oh God.
He's like an incredible actor.
He was.
You know,
Was, but
was
hey,
you
the ship
know,
sailed.
I don't go.
You know?
I don't go. No, I still consider them great because I'll still go back and watch something that they did, like Dune. I could go back and watch Dune just for him
The
Okay.
original?
because yeah.
Ay, you are a rough bastard, Alvin.
Yeah. Well, you're gonna say that you're gonna say okay, well he did Picard, and I think that he sucked in it, so he sucks
No,
for life.
he didn't
No.
suck.
No, not for life. Just
He
moving
didn't
No.
forward.
suck in Picard. He was
So,
great. in Picard.
but then you could go back and watch something like Dune and be like, man, this is one of the best actors I've ever seen read lines.
But he's not anymore.
Used to.
Not anymore, but that goes for everything, you know.
All right. But the thing is nobody's pulling a 60-year-old ex NBA guy and saying he was great. Put him back on the court. No,
Well,
he
no,
was
they put
great
him.
in his
They
time.
put him.
Nobody
They
wants
put him
to
back.
see
They put him back in the movie this week.
in
You
a
know?
movie. They didn't put
Yeah,
him. They
they
didn't
put
ask
him
him to
back
get
in the
out there on the
movie.
basketball court.
Hey, he's
I mean,
still relevant though.
tell. All right, let's look at Larry Bird. Great
Okay.
basketball player. Now,
Right.
do you want to see him play in the NBA right now?
No.
Would you want to see him play?
Would you play him in the in?
I didn't say me.
If you were no.
I-
If you
He's an
if
actor.
you were-
He's
if
so
you were-
he's
no,
in his realm.
If you were walking down the street from your house and you look over to this basketball court and there you see Larry Bird playing
Okay.
basketball by himself,
Okay.
you wouldn't walk up to him and say, "Listen, can I play with you?"
He had a house in that town that I lived in Florida on one of the golf courses, and I'd see him playing golf every now and then.
Uh-huh.
I never saw him playing basketball, but I did see him playing golf often.
Oh, wait, they
But,
can play, huh?
So to your point, Alvin, about the
Yeah.
basketball. Okay, sure. I would love to see him playing on a pickup game, just random wherever, and that's not a problem. If you're but if he was playing on an NBA team, he is going to look terrible. He is
Yep.
going to look nothing like what
Right,
his
but that's why he
history and his
retired.
re-
But that's
but
why
my
he
point is-
retired.
All right. So my point is, good point. Picard, great
Should
actor,
retire.
but he shouldn't do it anymore because he
You know why? You know why a lot of them stay in it.
Don't watch it no more.
No, but you know why a lot of them stay in it? Because you have other actors that are coming up that say, you know what, I can learn a lot from him, and someone like him will say, I still have a lot to teach these kids. If we didn't have them there to still teach, then if you
You
think
can
you're
be an
getting crap
acting
now-
coach without being in front of the camera.
Yep.
Yeah, you can, but it's something to be able to have that person to act off of.
But if they're
means a
they're
lot.
not acting well, all right. So just Larry Bird. So if Larry Bird is out there playing, and you're like, well, he's a great player. He should be teaching. He could be teaching. But well, yeah, teach him on the practice court. Teach him
Mhm.
another time. Don't teach him when it's the game,
Listen,
and we gotta watch it.
I
can't watch it.
I
It's just a-
would be. It would mean a lot to me to be able to say, "Hey, I got to play with him." Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It means a lot, and for an actor to be able to say, "I got to act with him or her," and say, you know, like, oh, I got to act with Pacino. You know what I'm saying? You know, I got to act with different people.
yeah, but
Because those actors want to teach, because they don't like watching stuff and then it's crap, and then other
they
people look at them and say, "This is what you left us with."
They should be directors then.
yeah,
There
Well,
are a lot
obviously-
that are directors
Okay,
that can't direct.
if you use your example, then the acting in Access Sally, they should have learned a hell of a lot because they all sucked, and
Right.
Pacino wasn't even that good in that movie.
And that's directors.
but it was also his acting. His acting was
yeah.
not good.
No, it was her.
Yeah,
acting
we talked
was
about
bad.
that. His
It was-
acting wasn't good.
The whole.
I mean,
cast
yes, it was bad director and
the
some
whole,
of the actors.
everybody was bad.
Yeah,
So,
but
yeah, I
that
don't know.
a lot most of it comes down on the director. A lot of it comes down on the editing. Yeah, you know, the script. itself. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So
It
to
comes out on
Alban,
the casting director for
so
casting.
Alban
That's
wants
why-
casting
only the
director also.
old actors forever. There's
No,
no.
I don't.
You would-
No, I don't.
You
I would
act
love
until you
to.
die.
I would love to. You know, like I love Sean Connery. I know you guys didn't care about him too much because he
Sean
got
Connery's
older.
what? I'm trying to think. The last guy, Sean hit, but see, Sean Connery, you don't see him pumping out stuff over and over. I mean, he does some roles, but not like.
He does some roles, but
But I
he
can't say
he
that when I've
reads
watched
what
it,
he
his
gets.
his acting
He would
his
read
acting
what he
is not
gets.
terrible.
He reads what he gets, and he knows. Okay, I'm not going to touch this. He had
Okay.
it different. But if he was still around and he knows that he's going to have to read for a part that he shouldn't have to, and they go and they give it to some
Oh God,
other
this
kid.
guy's persistent.
Yeah, I am.
Wow.
Oh yeah, wow. Hey, Naked, could you make up an account for me?
Naked
Got him.
Auburn HD.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So
All right.
we're not.
Yeah,
We're not going to beat that no more. All right. So
Okay.
No.
yeah,
Okay,
Alban
quick.
wants actors to act forever. All right. Go ahead.
Either that or they teach well, or give them a chance to teach. Because the kids today they don't think that they need to be taught. Netflix. I think we spoke about it before about that Netflix greenlit that Squid Game, the challenge,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
competition
Yeah.
series. So we got that. Dakota Fanning is going to be with Denzel Washington in Equalizer 3.
which is
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. But it's weird though, to see them, back together and after seeing them together in that other one there, what was the movie with the two of them? Greasy Bear.
That was the Equalizer.
It was equal? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. He was
No.
greasy.
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 It wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It wasn't.
Equalizer 2, wasn't it?
No.
Man on Fire. Man on Fire.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. The Game of Thrones sequel about Jon Snow is in development. Any Frasier fans out there? There's a Frasier reboot, but it hit a snag with some of the original cast members.
Yeah.
I wonder who.
The David Crane and what's her name? I think she was with him.
The girl?
Yeah, the girl.
Yeah,
What was her
Daphne.
name?
The character was
Daphne?
Daphne.
Yeah.
What's her real name?
Fuck, I can't
Oh.
remember.
I can't remember.
Okay.
But both of those could use some money, I would think.
You would figure, but maybe it was written bad. Who knows?
Yeah.
Or they think that they're done. Okay. Maybe we should talk about this here on Friday. Recognizing that the Oscars and Razzies and how there's an opinion in how it's just being streamed or opposed to being in the movies. We'll talk about that on Friday. Lightyear.
Yep.
It underwhelms with 51 million debut as Jurassic World, stayed at number one, but it's not even number one anymore because of the other one here.
Days of Thunder?
No, Top Gun.
That's
Top
what I
Gun
meant.
Maverick.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, Top Gun. Yeah, he's at 900 million now worldwide. It's insane.
Well,
That's his most he's ever made on a movie.
I do know that at school, I was in the primary school early part of the week, and a lot of the kids saw Buzz and enjoyed it. The only complaint that I heard from the kids as they were talking about their weekend and they'd seen it was that it's a different voice. A different actor is doing the
Wow.
voice for Buzz Lightyear, and so they were a little bit bothered by that. But
Wow.
all of them said they liked the movie. Some of the kids went and saw. I know that they talked about it the week before. That went and saw Jurassic World, and they seem to like it. But again, we're talking kids in primary school, so elementary up to 8th grade. We're talking those. That's the age that liked it. So maybe we wouldn't like it, but they seem to have liked it. Shrinking Sharon says Buzz Lightyear was a good movie. I mean, it looks funny, and I'll watch it when when it becomes available.
When it comes out, yeah.
Were any of the kids bitching that they had 2 girls kissing in it? Because
Yes!
that's what the internet
Yes,
pissed
that
off
was
about.
that
it
was
gonna
another
break
one of the
because of
comments
that.
that was mentioned in and one of the kids laughed and said he wasn't bothered by it. He said that a lot of people were bothered by the 2 girls kissed. But he wasn't bothered by it, but he said that social media.
The internet is pissed off about it.
Yeah, there are places that won't even play the movie because of it.
It's retarded.
It's insane. Morbius. Know how much we hated this one, but it jumped to the top of the VOD charts.
Well, that's because people didn't get a chance to watch it.
Theater. Yeah.
Once they watch it, it'll be done.
It wasn't a great movie. It wasn't a horrible movie.
It wasn't horrible, but it definitely wasn't good.
No, it wasn't good. But I think it was important because it had to introduce those characters for later in the timeline. So
yeah. As we spoke about, Umbrella Academy is back. I thought this was funny one for you guys since you talk about I'm a hoarder with video. You saw this one here, the VHS copy of Back to the Future. So
it did look pristine.
Yeah, it was definitely pristine.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean,
that's insane.
But why?
I don't know. I don't know. I would figure that, that first set of you remember when they had the set of the sneakers?
Yeah.
You remember those?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Those sold for big money too.
Yeah.
You remember?
Yep.
Wow.
I just don't like they say, suckers born every minute. So
I mean, what are you gonna do? And think about it with a VHS copy
I know.
of that.
What are you gonna do with it?
Then you got to get a VCR. I mean,
you can't ever play that copy.
That
you can't play that copy.
Open it.
Yeah. No, because you've lost all your value, and that's. I'm thinking, damn! I gave away the whole set of VHS because we had Back to the Future. We had all the Back to the Future VHS, and I gave them away.
I got a shrink rack machine too,
Right. My buddy had one.
Shit on the damn corner.
My buddy had one. We used to shrink wrap video games and take them back to Best Buy all the time.
Yeah, man.
Damn crooks. I'm embarrassed to be hanging out with you guys.
You talk about me drilling out quarters. You know what I mean?
I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed to hanging out with you guys.
All right. For anyone with kids, here we go. Frozen 3. It's been announced by Kristen Bell.
Jesus.
So, So
I've never seen any of them.
I've never seen any of them, but hey, I feel sorry. You guys.
No, they're gonna make it. That's kids, made the movies themselves, the merchandise.
Yeah,
that's a no-brainer. I mean, that's a no-brainer. That there's nothing. That's a slam dunk. And when I'm looking at Beach over there, it's a slam dunk to make money on that one.
Yep, I know all my little age-appropriate nieces all freaking loved all those movies and the dresses and the snowman and.
Yeah,
the book I see the backpacks.
They'll be coming over to Uncle Roger to play it over his house.
Well, all my nieces have aged. They're all in their teens now. So.
Oh, okay. All right. There's a show here, The Tourist. Have any of you seen it yet?
No.
I think it's a BBC. Stars Jamie Dornan. They said it's pretty good. I haven't watched it yet, but it won Best Series at the Monte Carlo Television Festival, and they're all talking about this thing. So I'm just putting it out there that you want something to check out, and if you like Jamie Dornan,
hold on a second.
I've got it. Guest appearance.
Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw the special guest appearance there. Sneak
just for a second. Side. She was over here sneaking some of my sprees.
Oh, because you know what it is? Maybe it's because we said his name.
Yeah.
Because she likes him, I think.
I know
likes
she's
it
not
when we
listening.
go-
She can't hear with my
Oh,
headset,
no,
but
she
no,
can't hear that.
she
Okay.
snuck over here. She snuck over and got some of my little spree candies.
Okay. Oh, sprees. I love sprees.
Sprees.
Sprees
You
are
know, they
great.
don't have sprees here.
No?
So
Send me
no, you
some?
can't. She had never heard of them, and so
Oh,
there's a
no.
store called Bins and Bins, which is like a
Uh-huh.
bulk. Everything's in
Uh-huh.
bulk. Like
Mhm.
you can
Yeah.
get everything there. And they
Uh-huh.
had them in there, and I was like, "Ooh,
Like,
sprees!"
oh, yeah,
And so
sprees.
I ain't never heard of them, so I got them. And once she has them, ooh, because
Forget
she
it.
likes
Yep.
sour candies.
The
I was
sour.
like,
Mhm.
yeah, I like
Yeah,
that.
I love sprees too.
Used to be in the little silver thing, like a
No, that's like a
because
purple
she's
wrper.
yeah, I thought it was silver. I thought
I
it
thought
was
it was
silver.
silver too.
It's purple
So-
and yellow.
The
Okay.
tube, the paper was, but it was
The
it had
paper one.
silver. It had silver wrapping around on
Yeah,
the inside.
So,
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. All right. Go back to your thing. Let's go.
Okay.
So you serious?
Kudos to Diane Warren. She's finally going to get an Oscar, an honorary one after 13 losses. She's never won one, so I guess we're at that point now where everyone who hasn't gotten one, they got to give them something because of how the kids are
So
today.
she's getting a participation trophy. What the hell?
Yeah.
I know,
What
right?
the hell?
But they're calling it an honorary one, but
I
it's
can't.
not
I
just
can't place her face.
Hold on a second. Hold
Yeah,
on. I
you
got
want to
it.
look her up?
I got it.
She writes music for every
Yeah. She
everything.
she does.
Yeah.
She does a lot of movie theme
Oh,
songs.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
And
lots of music.
so
Yeah.
there are also a bunch of other people that are getting these honorary things like Michael J. Fox is getting one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's getting an honorary one. And who else was getting one? I'd have to look it up. Hold on, I don't even have that open. Yeah, there are a couple others. Yeah, we'll be seeing them popping up. I'll look it
Right.
up here.
And just a spoiler alert for next
Uh-huh.
week, we are giving away a Lifetime Achievement Poppy Award away next week. That's a little spoiler to get the people to tune in for the show.
It's going to HD Cams Live.
Never miss
And we
the
have a
show.
lot of special guests
Yeah.
for next
Yeah,
week's show.
she never misses out and responds an awful lot. right, so
Father
Father
the
the Bride.
Bride. Yeah. Drew HBO Max drew their biggest audience for streaming
Is that Steve
only
Martin?
film. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, this is
No,
Andy
not in this
Garcia
one.
remake.
Andy Garcia
This
did
is
it.
a
Yeah.
remake, a new one.
They remade
Andy
it?
Garcia.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, it's a
on
new one that
HBO
just came
Max.
out.
Yes.
Why?
They did. That's
Well,
what the third one that
because
there
they
is,
own the
right?
property.
Yeah. Because
Well, I
you got to
mean,
remember,
Steve Martin.
no,
Steve
wasn't
Martin
the
was
first
a
one. There were a
remake.
couple. Right. That was. It
Yeah,
came out originally.
Spencer
I think
Tracy was in the
right.
first Father of the
Right.
Bride in the 50s.
Right.
And then
Right.
Steve Martin came along and did it. And then now Andy Garcia is
Mhm.
tossing his version.
I
See how many
I
versions are
missed.
out there.
Yeah, I missed this one. I didn't even see this was out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a Latinx version of Father of the Bride? Is that what the deal is?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Whatever.
Okay. Bye, Patty
have
D.
Hi,
Patty.
Patty's off to get some on the floor. So she's off to get some flooring. Okay.
So let's see.
Okay.
1950,
Okay.
61. I was looking to see.
Part
Here's
two.
let's see.
Two.
Father of the Bride.
They made a part two with
Yeah,
Steve Martin.
there's
That's what
one
it
that
was.
looks like a Japanese version.
Yeah, there is a Japanese
1961,
version. Yeah.
1950, 1995. All right, well, that would be the Steve Martin. Would
Yeah,
be,
Martin,
Steve
that's part
Martin's,
two.
yeah.
Oh,
That's part two.
1991.
91 was the first one with Steve Martin.
Yeah. So okay. All right. So all right.
Yeah. What do we got here? Oh, anyone watch the Halo Effect? Yeah, Halo Effect, Paramount Plus, uh, brings is working on bringing their global audience now to streaming. So I guess they're not putting it in the theater, and they just want to go straight to streaming with it
It's really
because they're combating against um, Disney. So keep up with that. Oh
Yeah,
here
because
it is.
they released that what was it, Jerry and Marge Go Large on Paramount
Right,
Plus,
right.
which wasn't a bad movie. If you saw the 60 Minutes story, if you like movies based on true stories,
Yeah.
that's basically it's a good story about a guy who's retired who was great with math, figured a way to beat the lottery in Massachusetts. So it's a pretty interesting story. The movie's not that great, but the story's kind of cool.
I remember watching the 60-minute special a few years ago. It's a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you,
They just replayed it like 2 months ago. They just replayed that on 16 Minutes.
Oh, they
so,
did? Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. So
It's
if
like,
you saw
I'll
the
let you know
story
what
on
episode
60
it was.
Minutes and like it, then you would
Yeah.
probably enjoy the movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Dark Winds. They did
Early renewal.
a season 2.
Well, he's back again.
He's back
I know.
again.
Wow.
Wow.
Guess who's back?
I know.
Again.
I blocked him as soon as I saw the first one. But he's like he does like 3 or 4 at a time.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay, my last thing here. Talk about giving out awards. Matt Dillon gets an award. Is honored with the Locano Lifetime Achievement Award.
Well, from 79 through 87, he was in everything.
Everything, right.
It's like the ghost of Blue walking around. She gets lost in that fucking green screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, those
It's the ghost
those
of Clear Pass.
Those sprees are the bomb.
So, all right, I did notice that Leon said something about the new Friends movie. I
don't know. I think it was just. I think it was
been out a little while.
And it's just a round table. It's not a movie, right?
Yeah. It's not a movie.
Yeah.
It's that one that came out a while ago. It was on from what was it, from HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
HBO.
Like
kind of like
reunion, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was a reunion. Yeah.
Kind of how like they did the Harry Potter.
I don't think that it was a
reunion
movie
type thing. Yeah.
I'd be down to watch a Friends movie, though. I'd watch one.
I didn't watch Friends.
No.
You didn't watch Friends?
No, wasn't for me.
I was in love with Jennifer Aniston at that time.
I figured.
Still am, kind of.
Yeah, I know you are. I guess that's how you love that. What was that movie that she did with when she did that dance?
The Bad Bosses?
No, not the Bad Bosses. They went down.
Or the Millers.
We are the Millers.
To be a stripper. Yeah. She was. I mean, come on. She was a stripper, like in a one-piece fucking bathing suit. All right. Yeah. All right. That's like me saying I'm a fucking Chippendale dancer. Come on.
All right. Well, hey, let's
That's
get
all from me.
All right, we're at hour and 15 minutes, so we gotta wrap her up. So just so we'll go through. We'll say hi. Let everyone go ahead and say what they need to say, and I'll finish up with again reminding about the next week's show. All right, Beach.
Make sure everyone come next week, fill out your form so you can have a say in what movies we watch each week, and also to vote on the Poppy Awards for next week. So see you then. Have a ball.
Thank you, Paul. Eddie.
Get all those files all filled out and send them all to Alvin so he can play with around with them.
He can stack the deck. We'll find out. The things Alvin.
He'll be using.
We need to have an
independent. So Mike Lindell will be.
I can give it to an independent. I have no problem with that.
Independent auditor
I
Yeah.
have no problem
ballots.
giving it to an independent audio.
None
I'll
of
put them all out for them.
All right, Roger, anything you want to say?
That
before we
is,
head
as long as Naked HD doesn't start
Right.
voting. If he starts voting, I'm screwed.
out? Yeah. Oh,
I
but
just got a little.
they're cheaper and fast. But go ahead.
I just got a little advice. After you do your ballot, save it to your computer. Right now,
Mhm.
before you upload that, open that file to make sure that
Again,
the changes are actually
you
there.
made it.
If they're there, go ahead and upload it to Telegram.
Yeah.
If not, do it all again and try over.
Yeah.
Well, to save a lot of trouble, what I did, I filled out, let's say, a couple of articles, and then I'd save it to my computer. Then I'd
Uh-huh.
open it up again, and if it was saved, that was okay. Then after I go in and start filling it in, instead of filling it all out and find out at the end that you can't save it, you know.
Yeah, just
Yep.
save one or two, and you'll
Yeah.
know.
Yep. All right, Alvin.
I want to thank everyone. I can't wait for next week's show. I can't wait to start putting a 6 in front of everything. Yeah, you have no idea. It feels like such like a long season for me. But I don't know if we're going to take a
Was.
summer break. After the show, maybe 4
Yeah,
weeks.
we'll see.
That would,
Yeah, we'll see.
that maybe we could do something like that. I
Yeah,
don't
we
know.
might be able to. I mean, because it's
Yeah,
we've been-
because that's going to be your last day of school anyhow.
It's
So,
29.
maybe
I'll probably be pretty
Yeah.
sad. I'll probably be all
Yeah.
broke up about that.
Well, you know,
So
you can always open up a babysitting.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
gosh.
Well, or tutoring, or who knows, you know.
Oh yeah.
So, all
But
right.
I just want to thank everyone, and we'll see you all next week. Please don't forget to vote. If you know of someone that you talk with them that watches our show, and they for some reason don't remember that there's voting going on, let them know. Tell them to remember to vote. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Here you go, Todd.
Again, vote. You can either download it on Telegram, fill it out, make sure you save it. We've given you some information on how to save it. What was it? Foxit? Was it called Foxit?
Yep. Foxit.
That you're able to edit the PDF file. The other thing is I posted it on Twitter, I think, and it's also in the show description below. If you want to download it from my server, you can actually download the PDF file to your computer, fill it out, save it, and then upload it to Telegram. So you don't have to actually download it from Telegram. If
And you
don't
can
want.
click on the Telegram link on the bottom. There's
Yep,
a link where it says Play a Pass Telegram group.
Yep,
Click on that.
yep.
And do we have a QR code in the top right?
Yep. Look at Auburn's even got the QR in there. Fucking marketing genius over there. So hey, let's go. Let's go. I smell my Swiss Chalet over there, ready to go.
Oh,
So,
boy.
all right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Maybe we'll see you Friday. We'll see what I got going on and what Alvin's got going on Friday. But again, watch the movies that we need to watch, or your ballots for next week, and then the following week will be the Doctor Strange. That's 2 weeks away. You got 2 weeks to watch Doctor Strange. So hey, thanks for everyone joining. Thanks everyone on the panel and.